Hi, this is Don Mays, and this is Mascidon's Boyum series. This presentation will deal with bill of materials enhancements, and this is our 8th in our series. The business scenario is this. In SAP, there's an indented bill of materials. This bill of materials is not editable, so you can't go in and add to the report or delete from the report for that matter. And what this function that Mascidon is producing is going to produce a bill of materials indented report and a where used report. And it will allow us to go in and modify the SQL code behind the bill of materials so that we can either look at a forward or backwards indented where used. And we also have within the Boyum processes for bill of materials, we have an approval process, and we also have an engineering revision process. In all cases, we're going to go in and use this bill of materials as our example. You can see that it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of bills of materials. In some cases, the same part, in this case, like B-400A is used in one component and it's used in another component. And also this component, 300A, is used in 2 different places, in 200B and 200C. So this is the bill of materials that we're going to be using for our examples. Okay, so let's go through and look at the bill of materials. We will first of all go into the inventory, the item master. We'll pick up the part B-100 and B-100. If we want to go and look at a bill of materials report, we'll look at the indented bill of materials and it'll show us the indented bill of materials. So let's say that we wanted to go and change this and get rid of this engineering revision. We didn't want that in the bill of materials at all. Okay? So to do that, change. Oops. We need the system information on. And we'll drill to one of the bill of materials, universal functions, and we'll do find. This is a SQL report in indented bill of materials. Okay, and at the very bottom of this report is the information that we have, engineering revision. Okay, so this is all up in here, and all we want to do is take away that. So we will just comment that out, click on update, click OK, go back to the bill of materials reports, do our indented bill of materials, and the revision is removed. So obviously that's a SQL report. You can go in and change whatever you want in there. You could add fields of information. You can delete any of these fields of information. You can do quite a few things in there. Okay, so let's now look at another part. And the part we're going to look at is B-400A, because this is a component, a raw material. And if we do the bill of materials here, we have a where used report. And the where used shows exactly where this part is being used. And it's obviously used in a couple places, and it goes all the way to the top of the bill of materials, which is that B100. So this report is also in a SQL report, so you can go in and alter it and put additional information in here as well. There is a second one, which is a bill of materials where you use documents. Now what this does is it tells you that if you were going to replace this part, the B-400A, you could replace it and but you have some open documents. In this case, a sales order that is open. So you're going to be shipping this part B-100, and you're going to be shipping it on 4/15. You got to be careful if you're going to replace this part. Is it going to be the part that you really want to have the customer have as part of their assembly? And also, you've got on purchase order that same part because you're buying it from your vendor. And the question is, should you be changing the specs and then getting a new PO from that vendor? What is the status of this PO? So that's the usage of the bill of materials where used. We're going to continue the rest of this on a second video so that we can break it into a little bit smaller components. So continue and look at the remaining options in the bill of materials enhancements in my second video.